Hello everybody, this is Mike with Texas Outback and Daily Self-Reliance. I'd like to thank you for joining me for another video. This video is going to be the first video in a series on creating your own equipment. What we're going to title this video is a cook kit with options. Now what you see in front of you, this is my existing cook kit, and the bag that you see is actually from Cheaper Than Dirt. It's very similar to the Maxpedition 10x4, except that it has the straps already on it so that you can hook it to your pal's webbing or even put it on your belt or whatever you might want to do. The bag is actually about half the price of the one that you would get from Maxpeditions, and it's a good quality bag, so it's a good option for you. This is my cook kit, and so I'm going to go over this cook kit with you and the way that I use it, and then I'm going to show you some options for this cook kit that you can incorporate yourself to either make this kit better or make it more affordable. And anyway, it's going to be a combination of stuff that you can buy and stuff that you can make to give you those options and create your own equipment. So let's get started, and I'll show you my cook kit, and this is very similar to a lot of cook kits. I have a little stainless steel bowl. I have a glacier mug and a Geo bottle. Okay, and this all nests together, and I can use this as a lid if I want to. And it all is going to fit inside this bag, and so that's my current cook kit for my containers. Now I'm going to go over some cooking options at the end of this video, but this is what we're starting with, and then now we're going to show you some options to this. So if we set this aside, and let's say you just don't have the funds right now to purchase this type of equipment, which I didn't, I had to do it a piece at a time. What's real easy to do is pick up some cans that you're using for your dinner, and these are pretty typical cans. This can is from a can of Sloppy Joe's. This can right here, that's canned corn, and this is from a large can of Wolf brand chili. You can take and knock hole or drill holes inside of these cans and put a little piece of wire in there so that you can hang them or whatever you want to do. The only thing when using cans you want to make sure of is a lot of times they have liners. I don't know if you can see this, but the white liner that's inside of this one, you're going to need to burn that out of there. You don't want to be cooking in that and getting that into your food. That's kind of nasty. Might hurt you. So definitely want to burn those and get that lining out of there if they're in there. Now, obviously, if you use these three cans nestled together, it's going to be a little hard to carry water unless you carry your water in a separate canteen or something like that. You can set this one aside, nestle these two, and then your standard Nalgene bottle will fit down in there. You can also fit your Geo bottle down in there if you choose to go that way, and that gives you three containers that you can cook with, heat water with, however you want to do it. And you can even nestle, this bag is not quite tall enough, but you can nestle this can down in there, and this all will go in there and make your kit like that if you want all those containers. The other thing is kind of neat, really. If you don't want all these containers, this can is kind of large, and it will fit down inside this bag, but it's a little tight. And if you don't want to have to deal with that, it's not something that you just really have to struggle to get it down in there, but it will go down in there and it will come back out. But let's say you don't want that option. Now it is nice because this glacier cup will fit down inside of it, and it will nestle in there if you don't mind putting up with it. But you can very simply put this can down inside there, and I'll show you. It goes down inside there real easy. See, then you can put your Geo in there, your glacier mug right over the top of that, close it all up, real simple. Your kit's put away, and you've got this option where you've got the extra added container of the added can. You can do the same thing with this can, just remember it's going to go down there a little bit tighter, but of course it's going to give you even one more container that you can use. You don't have to do this if you don't want the expense of the Geo bottle. You can go this route. Once you get this can started, it goes down in there fairly simple. Just like putting on a pair of shoes sometimes, or a pair of boots, I guess you gotta use your shoehorn. But you can get it in there fairly simple. You can slide this can down in there, and then you can either, if you just want all cooking cans, you can do that, or if you want a canteen or water bottle, you can do that. So that's another option that you have without going through the expense of the glacier mug and the Geo bottle. I mean, these are the two most expensive items here. So you can see there even more options, and I will show you that this does come out of here. You just have to work it a little bit, and probably the more you do this, the easier to get to come out of there. So there's some options that you have with containers for cooking, for drinking, for gathering stuff. And any combination of them really is going to be a great combination. It's just what's going to work for you, and what works for you financially, that kind of thing. So let's talk about some ways to cook with. Obviously, there's fire. That's the simple one. And like I said, you can create wire hangers for these cans so that you can hang them over a fire, that kind of a thing. But there are some stove options that you can take with you. And one that I have, and this is actually a new addition to my kit, this is the Pocket Esbit stove. And it has a couple of ways you can open it up. You can do it like this, and it'll hold a larger pot. It has locks in it, so you can bring it down to a narrow pot. And of course, your cans and these items are going to fit on top of there just fine. And this really, though it's designed to use the little fuel bars, it really is a multi-fuel type setup. Because really what it amounts to is this is just a fancy pot stand. You can use these. I've used a wax-coated cotton ball. I've used an alcohol burner. You can use green heat. You can use a wet cube, whatever you can come up with. You can use a tea light, but it's just going to take longer. Maybe a couple of them down in there. And any one of these will fit right down in there. And I'll show you this little alcohol stove that I built just for this. This is an artist's palette. I got it from Hobby Lobby. In fact, I got two of them for $5 in the package, and they are stainless steel. They have a good quality lid on them, so you can open this up, pour your alcohol down inside here. I've drilled holes around the outside, and then I made this from the bottom of a can, so I can put it in there. I can pour a little bit of alcohol around that. I can light it up. I get a good flame from it. And there you go. Cook your meal, easy as pie. Now, if this is not something you want to do, not interested in the Esbit stove, they're not expensive. I paid about $8 for it. Another option is a buddy burner. This buddy burner is made into the bottom of a candle. So this candle came in a metal can. It's a tuberose is what it says on there. So I made a buddy burner into this, and the ring is from a can of Chef Boyardee raviolis, and it's the kind that you peel the top off of. And because of that, it has a little ring right in here, and it fits perfectly on top of this buddy burner. I drilled holes in the side to allow for air, and it's absolutely perfect for setting one of these items on it, any one of these items, and cooking them right up. I chose the height of this ring, but as you can see, if you make the ring a little bit taller Actually, probably would work this way. There you have it. The ring works as a pot stand for the alcohol stove as well. So, whatever option you choose, and you don't have to get a bag like this. This bag, you can make a bag out of a pair of pant legs or something if you want to. That's not a problem. But whatever you choose, say you're going to go with the Esbit stove, let's say you're going to go with these cubes. You can put some of these cubes right inside this stove, fold it up flat. It's going to fit right in there. Let's say you want to take the alcohol stove along with it too, just in case. So you got that. Got a bottle of fuel. Goes right there. And we're going to go with this option right here. Slide that down in there, put that in there, put our little cup on top of it, and voila, there you go, one cook kit. Now you notice that there are also these little rings on the side. I picked up this strap at an Army surplus store. I paid about $5 for it. It hooks right to this, so I can sling this kit right over my shoulder and carry it off into the woods for whatever reason. I can take these straps, I can hook it to my belt, or I can hook it onto my existing gear. So there you have it. There's a cook kit with options. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave comments. I'll answer them as soon as I can get to them. Until then, get out, create your own gear, get out and test your gear, and just have a great time.